Well, hello there. It's NOOCH, and NOOCH has reached level 65 in LEGO Legacy Heroes. We're going to show you a cost-benefit analysis. How much does each level cost? What kind of benefits do I get for max health, attack, and defense? What's my total cost? What's an average cost? What's an average increase? What are we going to look at? Benefit cost analysis right now. Okay, here we are, guys. Now, to be clear, before we get going, for all you business people and economists out there, this is not a real cost-benefit analysis. NOOCH knows. We're just going to show how much the levels cost and give you a good idea of what your stats are going to go up. I don't want to get in an argument. Just save it. And some of you out there are going to be telling me, well, this happens because of this, and this is the kit, and this is the stars, and this is... That's fine. Go ahead. Put it in the comments. Let people see your massive amounts of wisdom about every part of the game, and that's great. We're just here to give you a pretty good idea of what you're looking at to go from level 60 to level 65. And if you're a new player, you can go back and look at NOOCH's old video. We had it there. We'll put up a tag. Level 50 to 60 to show you what those costs and benefits are. So you can kind of compare those two, get a good idea of what these things are going to cost you down the road. But let's jump right in this video. Here you are. You can see Ghost, and you can see that to take Ghost to level 61, it was 119,000 coins. And, well, the scrolls don't quite match up, do they? 136,000 and 15,000 scrolls to 62. That is... If you're watching this, I had to use Willow there because I forgot to use 63. If you're watching, I think that changed and NOOCH didn't look. It used to be like a 10%. Now it's more like... hang on a second. Hang on. Where's our cursor? Oh. Okay. Here's Egon. And Egon gives you the total cost. 758,905. I know. NOOCH knows. This used to be, scrolls used to be 10%. Let's see what this is now. I just noticed this. Now scrolls are 11.66%. So they're giving us more coins with the All-Star events, which is nice. But the cost of scrolls has gone up 11.66%. Hello, LEGO Legacy Marketing Department. NOOCH is watching you. NOOCH is watching you. I got my eyes on you, fucker. So, yeah, they used to be 10%. Now it's 11.66%. Maybe a bunch of you knew that already and NOOCH hadn't thought about it, but I literally just noticed. So... it's now costing you more scrolls, 1.6% more scrolls each level to level up. Alrighty then, well that's a knowledge gainer. Interesting, that's very interesting for a game that has people quitting all over the place. So you've lost a lot of content creators. I don't know what to say about that. That's a little disturbing. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but... NOOCH does not remember an announcement. This is a tweak that was done. This is a hidden tweak, right? I don't know. We're gonna assume positive intent, and assume that maybe it was announced and NOOCH missed it. Let me know in the comments. By the way, while you're doing that, give it a like, subscribe, tell your friends, get your mom on, get your friends to subscribe. I don't care if they watch NOOCH, subscribe. We're at 660. We got to get this thing to 1,000. We got to get it fast. Somebody in NOOCH's Discord server has made a bet on the day that NOOCH gets to 1,000 subscribers. You can join NOOCH's Discord too. It's down below. You can also watch NOOCH on Twitch. Sometimes we play LEGO Legacy. We do some other games on there too. Go join NOOCH's Twitch channel. Follow that. Okay, sorry, advertising over. To get from 60 to 65, it costs you 758,000 coins, 759,000 rounded up, and 88,500 scrolls. Moving on. So save those scrolls and coins, boys and girls. All right. Level 61. These are just placeholders, these pictures in between the levels. I'm not going to do anything special there. So let's talk about Ghost here. We can let it run for a minute. So each level is the same. So for each level of Ghost, you're going to get 168 more health, 26 more attack, and 7 more defense for a total level of awesomeness. Now, the thing is that you can only I guess there's some people that have Ghosts at 7 stars. NOOCH has them at 6 stars. I didn't break open the wallet to get Ghost to 7 stars, and that's fine. If you did, that's fine. But this is a 6-star, level 60 gear, 6-star maxed out gear 7 character. He is maxed. These are all gear 7s. They're different star levels, and they have different types of kits. Like he's an attacker. But I even think his stats are a little bit different from Garmadon here. But we're going to show you, we got a 6-star Ghost, we got a 6-star Magisto and Woo, we have a 7-star Lloyd and a 5-star Garmadon. Then at the end we have a 4-star Egon. We're going to show you all those upgrades. So, what is the total upgrade benefit? We know the cost. What is the benefit for Ghost? Well, if you go from 60 to 65, you're going to gain 840 health, 130 attack, and 35 defense. NOOCH was unfortunately not getting ready for it. Let's look at the percentages. That is roughly it's 5% health, 3% attack, and like 5% defense. So that's the percentages there. I think it's roughly 5, 3, and 5 for everybody. It's somewhere in that range of 3 to 5% and all this stuff. So I didn't do the percentages, but there are your numbers for your increase for Ghosts. Moving to our next minifigure hero. The play button didn't go. Now it went. Moving to our next hero. There's level 62. Look at those Cactus Girl tiles just piling up in NOOCH's inventory. Okay, for Garmadon, you're going to get 160 max health per level, 21 attack, and 3 defense. Now, keep in mind, Garmadon is also Gear 7, but he's only 5 stars, so it's a little bit less than Ghost. A little bit less than Ghost on all of these counts, right? Let's get here to see the total for Garmadon. So his totals are 800, 105, and 15. And if we go backwards to Ghost, 840, 130, and 35. Garmadon's defense is noticeably smaller. The other ones seem like they'd be pretty similar if Garmadon was a 6-star character. So you can say that those are pretty similar to Ghost, except that Garmadon's a 5-star character, except for the defense, which doesn't matter because all Garmadon does is dodge. You don't need defense if nobody can hit you. This is turning into a complain fest for NOOCH here. Okay. Lloyd, Sir Lloyd, our tanky guy. 220 health per level, 24 attack, and 8 defense. Now, keep in mind that Lloyd is a 7-star Gear 7 character. So he is maxed out on his stars, which we don't have for Garmadon. I don't think anybody's got Garmadon at 7 stars. That's impossible. A few people have Ghost at 7 stars. Not that many. But Lloyd is 1,100 health, 120 attack, and 40 defense. That's better than everybody so far, especially the health. The other guys were 830 and 800. His attack is better and his defense better. I think a lot of that has to do with his 7 stars, but the health and defense have to do with his tanky. He's a tank. The attack, I think, is just a lot related to his 7-starness, but it kind of shows you that if he's got a 120 attack increase and Garmadon's 105, and Ghost is 130. I guess he's less than Ghost. So, yeah, so Ghost is more of an attacker. Lloyd is going to be more in the health and defense range. Let's go next to your boy and mine. Wither's level 64. Hello, Cactus Girl. Looking good today. Here is Magisto. So, Magisto is going to get 161 health, 18 attack, and 4 defense per level. And let's watch these levels go by. 63 as we build up to 65. And we can look at the total here in a minute as it fades in and fades out and entertains the crowd. The crowd goes wild. Oh, pause. Oh, whoa, NOOCH. You gotta pay attention, man. Gotta pay attention. Health 805, attack 90, defense 20. Health is right in line. Attack 90. Magisto is worse. He's a little bit better. Sorry about that. I think he's got the... I don't think these are great stats for Magisto. The attack is really low. His defense is middling, I guess. His health is one of the lowest. If not the lowest. What was Garmadon's health? I should have had these easy to pull up. But you know what? Live and learn. 800 and he's 5 stars, whereas Magisto is 6 stars. Yeah, I kind of think Magisto took a little hit there. Not great, but okay. There's level 65. You know it's different Cactus Girl tile levels. Whatever, deal with it. We're getting her. We're getting her up. We're getting ready for NOOCH is farming the collectibles a little bit because we're getting ready for Wrestler Dude and Corncob Guy to come out, and I'm pretty. You really got to think based on how this has been happening that there may be an all-star or a brick pace where you got to use your collectibles, right? Because those are collectible heroes. We're assuming. I don't know where else they fit. In fact, I think somebody knows we did a data mine, and yeah, they're collectible. So NOOCH is farming the collectibles, getting those guys ready to go. Although I've slowed down recently for gens, but that's a different story. We'll talk later. Our happy boy Gens here. We should have a 6-star gens this week, and we'll come and show them off as soon as we get them. All right, guys, let's let this run through your pal and mine, Master Wu. 158, 32, and 7 for a grand... Oh, we missed 63 on Wu, too. We missed a little bit at 63 there, didn't we? NOOCH kind of got lazy, only did a few screenshots, kind of left some of them off there. Health, 790. Again, that's low. Attack, 160 is huge, actually. Ghost was the biggest at 130 before, and defense, 35. So Wu really layers in the attack. So... Wu is a support, Magisto's a support, Ghost is an attacker, Garmadon's an attacker, and Lloyd is a tank. I see a little bit of synergy with what they are and how their stats level up. But this one, you know, his attack going... Like, this blows... Wu's stuff blows Magisto out of the water. And they're both support. 805, 90, 20... Magisto's got him a little bit on the health, but, I mean, this is like 80 to 90% more attack than Magisto, and it's 80% more defense than Magisto. So, Wu is really benefiting from that level 65, much more than Magisto is, and you kind of look at them as similar characters. That's why I keep going to the well on that one, because they're both support, they're both magic, they both have, like, AoEs that put debuffs out there. That's really interesting. I'm very curious about that as to why Magisto levels up with the offense so much more. That's fascinating, Captain. And finally, here we go. Just wanted to give you a look at one character. We took Egon from 60 to 65 all at once. He's a 4-star Gear 6 character. And guys, Egon matches up pretty well. Look at his max health is lower than everybody else's, but that attack is higher than... That attack increase is higher than everybody except Ghost and Wu. The defense increase is tied for first. Right? Yeah, we're going to go back and look. NOOCH knows everything. It's tied for first. Deal with it. So that leads me to believe... Well, it doesn't lead me... I think there's a little homework to be done here. I'm trying to remember how all this works, and actually I think those levels are set. So he's going to be more of a defense attack guy and not a lot of health. Because even if he was, I don't know, maybe if he was a higher star, those would be bigger numbers. Maybe not. I might be off on that, but I gotta believe if he was higher star, he'd be getting more numbers for that, because the stars kind of ramp up your stats, and if he's ramping up stats at bigger levels than that, well, Egon might be a kind of a beast when he gets up to that 6-7 star level if you've got a deep wallet. All right, these are the averages. Took all 5 of your boys. Basically, NOOCH was using this team in Arena at the beginning. Now we're mixing in Ghostbusters to get the timed quests done. The averages were 867 for health, attack 121, and defense 29 for all your boys. We got 5-star Garmadon, 6-star Wu, Magisto, and Ghost, and 7-star Lloyd. those are your average. You can see that Egon is beating 2 of those averages. That's really interesting to me. I have to keep an eye on that when we get him started up. I kind of want to, and then I get new levels out. We'll have to see how that works. That'll be interesting. Or maybe we'll have to get a different character that's starring up, and that's what we'll do. We'll get a different character that's starring up, and NOOCH will level them up at 1-star level and then level up the next star level and see if it matters. And then someday down the road, you and I will talk about it. Neighbor, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi, neighbor. If you haven't watched, by the way, we're going to take a little diversion here. If you haven't watched Tom Hanks' movie where he's Mr. Rogers, or there's a Mr. Rogers biography out there, I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure. It might even, I don't know where it is, but it's an actual biography of the real Mr. Rogers. American hero, guys. You can't say enough about a guy that is exactly who he is. The guy that is on TV is exactly who he is as a real person, with an immense amount of integrity, and somebody that stood up for children and people everywhere and celebrated the human spirit. Mr. Rogers is that guy. So check those out if you haven't had a chance. They will impact your soul, I promise. You can also watch his commencement speech that he gave at Dartmouth, I think. That's really fascinating, really fascinating. So there you go, guys. There is your cost-benefit analysis. Not really, sort of. It is. You got it. Cost-benefit. See there all of our averages. You see what happens for your minifigure heroes as you level them up from level 60 to level 65. And while you're working on that, in case you haven't got there yet, you got to remember, NOOCH too good. Of course you enjoyed laying witness to this video. Subscribe here on Lord Vader. Watch another video over here. Remember, NOOCH too good.